broadcasting from the SVCC Chocolate Rendezvous Sweetland Studios.
Hello again, welcome to Along the Rock, our podcast which basically recognizes the people of the Sauk Valley and the river that runs through it. I'm your host, Mark Morris, and three guests today are all from the CEO program, which bases, I guess, at the Whiteside Area Career Center, formerly the Whiteside Area Vocational Center. And my guests are Blake Geuns, who represents the Western Territories, Alayna Young, who represents the East, and they can explain what those territories are, and then Blake Huizenga, who represents, like Blake Geuns, the West. Why don't we start with Alayna? What exactly is the CEO program? It sounds so important.
The CEO program is a student-driven class from Whiteside Area Career Center. I would say it teaches leadership, responsibility, public speaking, just how to be a better student. And obviously the entrepreneur side, we have our class business and our trade show.
Okay. As you say, this comes from the WACC, Whiteside Area Career Center. I understand that it's, I guess it's just part of the program. What do you have to do to qualify to get in, or just to get in by signing up?
So the year before, you'll start with a application process. It asks you to write a personal narrative about yourself, and then you have to have 2 letters of recommendation, and then the board will pick the students that they believe fit the program the best.
Okay. Blake Huizenga, what do you like about the program, if you do, and what do you plan to do with all the things you're learning?
What I like about the program the best is that we're on a free, will almost. We have a facilitator instead of a teacher.
Uh-huh.
So the facilitator guides you but doesn't tell you. So when we have assignments write up a business plan, we have our mentors that we are given, and they push you, but you figure it out yourself. And I think that's kind of useful because compared to teaching, it's one answer, and if you got it, you're wrong, and then the teacher gives it to you. This, it's more you figure it out.
You get to think creatively.
Yes.
So, Blake Geuns, again, representing the West like Blake Huizenga does. What do you like about the program, and where do you plan to take all the knowledge you gained?
I think the biggest thing is definitely just seeing all the businesses around here, because I've always been a person that is I want to move away. There's not much around here for me. And seeing all the people that are so successful around here and really seeing the behind the scenes of every business, it's helped out a lot. And there's so many opportunities here that people overlook. And I think that's my biggest takeaway so far.
So it's changed your perspective.
Definitely, yeah.
And
as far as taking the skills somewhere else, I think I'm going to take them automatically. College is my first thought. The teamwork skills I built, because I came in and I was kind of a control freak thing. I wanted my hand in every single decision. Right. And I think the way I've learned to delegate issues and trust everybody, I think that's going to work wonders for me in college.
Sure. And that's, I guess, where the CEO part comes in.
Yeah, exactly.
Delegating.
Yep.
Do you like to delegate, Alayna?
Yes. So for our class business, we have delegated our responsibilities. So we have different committees like finance, baskets and donations, food, and decorations. And so it's really about, like you said, the trust part of it. You have to trust that everyone will get their part done. And so far this year, everyone has.
How many of you between the 2 territories, I guess, are in the program?
We have 19 in the West. And how many do you guys
have? And we have 15 in the East.
Okay.
So it's pretty popular.
Yeah.
Okay.
We have 19 kids in the West, and there's 7 schools represented.
Yeah, we represent 7 schools around the area.
And we represent 4.
Okay, but that's again pretty popular if you take it compared to all the different programs that the Whiteside Area Career Center offers. Speaking of planning things, you've got I guess each a dinner coming up. Blake Geuns, tell us what goes into planning for that, and Is that a pleasant experience, or is that something new and different?
It's definitely a different experience because in the beginning, I like to say that we were kind of in the honeymoon phase of CEO. Like we were all getting along and it was all fun. We were planning things, and then we had to plan our big class business together, like our big dinner. And we started to butt heads a little bit, but everybody told us that was going to happen, and we're like, no, it's not going to happen. And it did, and we've worked through it. But right now, I think the biggest thing is we just keeping everybody on top of things, because people tend to fall behind, and then it's hard for us, like peer to peer, it's harder than having like somebody that's a manager of something. So peer to peer, it's harder to go to somebody and be like, hey, you need to step it up a little bit. But I think we're doing all right. So.
You are cordially invited to the Chocolate Rendezvous at Sauk Valley Community College. An evening of decadent chocolates, cocktails, bourbon tasting, hors d'oeuvres, and live entertainment awaits you. For event details, visit svcc.edu/chocolate today.
They may say, you're not really my boss.
Yeah, exactly. That's a little tougher, but.
And when is the West dinner?
Oh, February 6th.
Okay.
Yep.
Not too far off.
No.
Where will it be, and what time?
Oh, it's going to be at Deer Valley, and it is going to be, what time is that?
It's going to be at 6 o'clock.
6 o'clock.
6 to 8:30.
Okay.
It's going to be, it's kind of be like a themed like horse race, like a night at the races,
Sure.
old-timey derby, sort of thing, but no, it'll be fun. Yeah.
All right. Alayna, when's the East dinner, and what have you had to go through?
So
Other than people not considering you their real boss.
ours is called Bogus Bingo. And to make a long story short, our whole process of figuring out what class business was going to be has been bogus. We started with an idea, and turns out we can't do that idea just based on legal issues. So we had to switch gears, and so we decided to go with bingo. So it's called Bogus Bingo, and the start time is 6:03 p.m.
I saw that on the release, 6:03. What is that, so people remember it?
We try to make every aspect of it a little bit like silly and like bogus, and so it goes with the name. So our price ticket is $34.59, and the time is 6:03 p.m. And then the prizes we have for the bingo games will be a little silly and bogus.
Okay. So do you think, did they give you guidelines for what to do for this dinner, or did they turn out as similar plans?
Well, I
know
think
it's different concepts.
Yeah, I mean, our facilitator helped us a little bit, but she doesn't, Leandra Hartman, she doesn't like to go into decisions. She likes us to figure it out. And we had a couple kids that have been to past dinners and past businesses, so we kind of not stole some ideas, but we used that as a blueprint, and then we built off of that.
Okay. All right. Well, what's on the menu?
We have what is chicken cordon bleu.
Yep.
And we have?
Two sides.
Yeah, 2 sides, and I don't think we've decided that yet. But
Okay, Alayna, what about you?
We're gonna have a buffet style dinner, so it's gonna consist of mini sandwiches with a choice of roast beef, turkey, or ham. I'm pretty sure. Little sides like chips and dip, veggie trays, and stuff like that.
Okay, since this is a bogus gathering, you're not gonna do anything to the participants, are you?
No.
The eaters.
No, we're just trying to keep it kind of lighthearted and fun.
Okay, well, it sounds like a good time. I kind of asked this before, but I'll ask it again. What do you plan to do with all this knowledge you're gaining? I know, Blake Geuns, you mentioned that it's changed your perspective on local business, as opposed to, I want to get out of here as soon as I graduate, go to college away, get away from everybody here and maybe my parents. So what do you plan to do now?
like right after high school?
Yeah.
I would say I'm more open to the idea of staying around here. Because, at first I was like, I'm going to go far away, bigger school. But now that I've seen, and in the community around here too, because the mentors we have, they all know each other, and seeing the businesses and how they interact, it's really like a great community that I overlooked, and I'm sure many people do. As far as like taking the skills, like I said, taking it to college and the teamwork skills, because when all of us coming from our high schools, we're, for the most part, we're like the top leaders of our school. We're the leaders, and everybody kind of trusts us to do everything. And when we got into class, it was different because these are all leaders and they all want to lead the project. And dealing with that, you're going to deal with that in the real world, in the business world. And it's a great thing to prepare us.
Yeah. I guess it's kind of like the Marines.
Yeah.
They knock you down and they build you up, right?
No, they want us. This is different than school because they want us to fail and learn from it, and it's great.
And failing is okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
So it's not always evident when you're going to school.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alayna, what do you plan to do with all this information and this new experience?
The CEO experience has been amazing. I've learned so many more like leadership skills and responsibility and public speaking. And after I graduate high school, I plan to go to Sauk Valley Community College and attend the nursing program. And I think that everything I've learned from CEO so far will help me apply to be a better nurse in the future.
Okay, so do you want to be like a teaching nurse, or I guess what's the word I'm looking for? Not just a bedside nurse, but somebody who oversees the other nurses.
My long-term goal is to become a nurse practitioner. So I would love to be a teaching nurse. I love helping others, but I'm just not sure right now what path I'm going to go, either bedside or teaching.
All right, sounds good. Blake Huizenga, what are you going to do with all this knowledge and all this experience and these new wings?
So after CEO, like her, I'm going to go to Sauk for my 2 years and get an associate's degree. So then I can then transfer to UW-Platteville for an ag business degree.
Okay.
So I am going to pursue the business aspects of it. I mean, Nick Jacobs, his mentor, when I go and listen to what he does, it's kind of amazing, and that's kind of the path I want to go down.
So you want to run a farm? Is that?
I don't know, run a farm, but I definitely want to run like an ag company. So more of like the agronomy, like seeds. Like I want to run the seed companies.
Yeah.
He already owns his own farm technically, don't you? Yeah, he runs his own farm already.
What's that?
I have my own business.
Really?
It's called Huizenga Pumpkins. It's a 5-acre pumpkin patch in Morrison. I've been doing since I was 9 years old.
Where is it?
It's, if you go on 30 to the vet clinic right before you hit Morrison and you go up Linden Road, about 5 miles, you'll see my house on the right.
Okay.
And yeah.
You do any advertising?
Yeah, we do. We have a Facebook page, which is getting close to 1,000 followers, and it's a lot of word of mouth and donating to the community. Like last year, I got to help in-home personal services with the Rock Falls Chamber to donate some pumpkins. And yeah, it's just a lot of donating and word of mouth.
So you're kind of a step ahead of everybody else.
A little bit.
Don't chill it. Don't chill it. All right. I appreciate you guys coming out, especially on this day, which, as it turns out, is about wind chill of about 4 below. And I thank you for making it up here. And this sounds exciting. It really does. They, to my knowledge, didn't have anything like this when I was in school in the olden days, except junior achievement, which was a little different.
Yeah.
So thank you for being here, and I'm Mark Morris, and hope you can join us next time along the route.